Pete Parsons is no longer at Bungie. Now, Pete Parsons has had a lot of the blame for what's been going wrong at Bungie put at his doorstep, so to speak. And now, likely because he's about to get a massive payday, he is no longer at Bungie. Here's what they are tweeting specifically, and I am on a mobile setup, so I'm going to do my best here. We are proud to announce that Justin Truman will be stepping up as Bungie's new head as Pete Parsons retires from his position to pass the torch to a new generation of leaders. Now, you have to remember, under Pete Parsons' leadership, they had a 45% revenue miss when they were purchased by Sony. Sony recently said that leadership at Bungie was getting lighter, and I have to imagine that a big part of the reason it's getting lighter is because they have had consistent misses, most recently with Marathon, where there was a major plagiarism scandal. But Pete Parsons leaves, interestingly, about the time when Marathon was supposed to come out. You know why? Because his stock probably vested, or his payout probably vested, however that works, and now he is out of there with a big, healthy payday. Let's read what they said. Passing the torch, a message from Pete Parsons to the Bungie community after more than 2 decades of helping build this incredible studio, establishing the Bungie Foundation, and growing inspiring communities around our work. We have decided to pass the torch. This journey has been the honor of a lifetime. I am deeply proud of the worlds we've built together and the millions of players who call them home. And most of all, I am privileged by the opportunity to work alongside the incredible minds at Bungie. When I was asked to lead Bungie in 2015, my goal was to grow us into a studio capable of creating and sustaining iconic generation-spanning entertainment. We've been through so much together. We launched a bold new chapter for Destiny, built an enviable independent live ops organization capable of creating and publishing its own games, and joined the incredible family at Sony Interactive Entertainment. Today marks the right time for a new beginning. The future of Bungie will be in the hands of a new generation of leaders, and I am thrilled to announce that Justin Truman will be stepping into leadership as Bungie's new studio head. I have worked alongside Justin for many years. His passion for our games, our team, and our players is unmatched. As a leader in engineering, production, and design, and most recently as the GM for Destiny 2 and our Chief Development Officer, he has been instrumental in bringing some of the most memorable moments in Bungie's history to life. He lives and breathes the studio, and I have full confidence that he is the right person to lead Bungie forward. Thank you for being the best, most passionate community in gaming. It has been a privilege to serve you. As for me, I'll be second star to the right and straight on till morning. So, yeah, Pete Parsons, Pete Parsons no longer with Bungie. You have to remember that Pete Parsons was largely criticized for bragging about how many cars he bought. They were announcing all these layoffs, and he was buying, his account got leaked, and he was purchasing these incredibly expensive cars, and people were not happy with him. A lot of people believed a lot of the problems with Bungie followed his footsteps. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there that put a lot of blame on Pete Parsons given his history with Bungie. My personal take is Bungie does best when they have somebody over them making them hit deadlines and making them do better work. For some reason, when Microsoft was pushing them forward, we got Halo, we got Halo 2, we got Halo 3, we got Halo Reach. Under Activision, we got some pretty dang good years of Destiny. So now they're given full reign, and what happens? Pete was not able to pull it together. They have had rampant layoffs, and it has been a mess. So I think they might do better under Sony personally. And I'm at Gamescom right now. A lot of people I've talked to have said, we want Destiny 3. Basically, after the Light and Darkness saga wrapped up, a lot of people just want a new Destiny. Instead, Destiny Rising is doing more new and interesting things. The mobile game, mind you, from NetEase, I believe it's NetEase. They're doing more new and interesting things than the Bungie team is actively doing, in a lot of people's opinions anyway. And that's really unfortunate because it really is a stellar game. Now, Griffin Bennett said, vested stock cleared, damage done, but hey, we're all family, right, Pete? Yeah, Pete basically set the place ablaze and then is walking out. probably driving out. I saw Luke Stevens made the joke already, but I'm going to steal it. Which car is he driving away into the sunset on, right? You know he's getting a healthy payday. The Christopher Barrett lawsuit clearly lays out that there's hundreds of millions of dollars at risk here. So Pete, he got his window, and he's probably like, I am getting out of here. 45% revenue miss, hundreds of Bungie employees lost. Marathon, who knows what's going on with Marathon? And I do have to wonder, are we going to lose more employees from the Marathon team? Because maybe there's some sort of weird clawback thing or something with the stock. Yeah, people not super happy about it going this far. Fran, might remember Fran from Fireteam Chatter Destiny show. He said, Bungie and Destiny 2 enter a new era as CEO Pete Parsons is retiring. I've decided to pass the torch to Justin Truman, Chief Development Officer turned studio head. Fans continue to demand big changes, clamoring for a Destiny 3 and a substantial rework of the shortly previewed Marathon. Bungie was purchased for $3.6 billion by PlayStation in 2022. Truman will likely report to Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. What would you tell the new studio head and leadership? Here's what I would tell you. Get rid of half the microtransactions in the game. Stop charging for dungeons. I personally don't really like where the story is going. I would like a more cohesive narrative. I think you need to wrap up Destiny 2. And I agree with a lot of the fans that I've talked to here at Gamescom. And Destiny 3 is literally trending online. So you want to know what I would tell them? It's time for Destiny 3. Do whatever you got to do to get through the next year or two, but you need to start hyping up something new. You need to wipe the slate clean. You need to get past Destiny 2. It's time, in my opinion, to move on from that game and create something new and special for fans. Because if you don't, I mean, like, the numbers actually, like, given all the criticism, the numbers seem to be doing quite well for Edge of Fate comparatively. I mean, somewhat. It's not doing like crazy numbers or anything like that, but they're sustaining. So something's working in terms of the gameplay loop. But for this guy who's played Destiny for like 3,000 hours, it was not doing it for me. So who knows? Maybe it's just past my time. It's really hard for me to get reinvested in this new story after the Light and Darkness saga wrapped up, because it was so well done. They just put a lovely bow on it. But everybody I talk to who's lapsed, they're basically saying, we want Destiny 3. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to know when my content goes live. I got to do this a little bit clunky. Thank you so much to all of the patrons, Chris Ferretti, Phil Aroni, and Aries EMS, and also the Legendary Plus tier. Sorry, it's a little hard to read on this second monitor I have over here. I'm going to get out of here, but before I go, be sure to check out a lot of my Gamescom coverage. I need to go through and clean up the pub info, but I did previews for Resident Evil, Onimusha, Pragmata. I have gameplay of the Lego Batman game. I'm going to have, I have the Path of Exile exclusive interview. I have published so much content from Gamescom, and a lot of it is just gameplay or stuff, but I would really appreciate it if you gave it a check, because it's a lot of work to come out here and do all this work. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.